Orioles have, like their last 15 or so games against the AL East, have around a 500 record. Is the team playing the division games teams better, and why do you think that is?
Yeah, I think early this season we played some tight games against our division, and it's last two games here have been close. I don't know. I mean, this division is unlike any other, and it's not even close. The lineups that you face, what they can do to your pitching, the arms that they have. These guys, they have three potential Cy Young type guys in their rotation with really good arms out of the bullpen. Yankees are the same way. We know what the Rays can do pitching wise, and Boston's got, for me, one of the best middle of the orders in the game and do a lot of things really well. So I just I am pleased with how competitive we've been in our division. Like to be on the better side of some of those games, but pretty pleased with how we played against the guys that are for me some of the best teams in the Major League Baseball so far this year.
What factored into the decision to demote Bruce Zimmermann?
Well, Zim's had a handful of tough starts, and we just feel like he needs to go down and kind of do a reset a little bit, work on some things mechanically, work on some things from a command standpoint with some of his pitches. He got off to a really good start this year. It just hasn't translated here in the last few starts, and for me, it's the best thing for him is to go down and kind of pitch in some lower pressure situations, face some Triple-A lineups, and hopefully we'll see him back here soon.
I know he's been tinkering a lot just with the set, with the arm movement and stuff like that, especially on his changeup. Do you feel like is it maybe easier to make those adjustments when you're not against an AL East kind of caliber division?
Well, I just think when you're not pitching well and you're not being able to command certain pitches, it's really, really tough in this league. And he's getting hurt on a lot of off-speed pitches that are catching too much plate, in the thigh area where he's giving up homers. For me, he's got to be able to command his fastball a little bit better, especially with these right-handed dominated lineups, be able to get him off of the off-speed. So even if you do make a mistake off-speed wise, they can't just sit all over it because there's not sitting out over the plate. So to be able to really pitch both sides of the plate with his fastball is going to be key to get the depth back in his changeup. That's something he's going to be working on in Triple-A.
Anything you are able to share? How did Bruce feel about this move?
Yeah, he took it like a pro. I think that he's frustrated with how he's pitched here the last month or so, and but yeah, I didn't sense any anything out of the ordinary. I thought he took it well, and I think he's going to go down and work on like a pro.
With Tyler Wells, what are the biggest improvements you've seen from him over the last 2 years?
Well, he's a lot. I mean, the guy was at this point last year was kind of just starting to kind of become a back-end bullpen guy, probably right about now. So, we had some trouble in the pen last year, and Tyler came out of the pen and threw a bunch of strikes. The next thing you know, he's pitching in big spots at the end of games for us toward the end of the year. And now we've converted him to a starter. So it's a huge adjustment. It's been a process a little bit. He's got to get back to a starter routine, which what he was used to, but this is the big leagues. And now he's just kind of, facing different lineups as a major league starter, and that's a major adjustment, and he's handled it extremely well.
His slider seems to be kind of maybe his fastball obviously has so much life to it, but the slider maybe is what's working best for him against all these righties. I mean, have you noticed maybe an uptick even from last year where that slider is?
No, for me, when he was going well last year, and he was right, and that was probably in August when he was. It was 95 to 97 out of the pen. He had a really good slider. And I think early this year for me, the slider kind of wasn't what it would look like out of the bullpen. And now it's, for me, the last couple starts, now it's starting to look like what he did when he was finishing games.
What direction do you go with Zimmermann's spot next time it comes up?
Right now, well, we do have an off day after the Tampa series, so we could play with the rotation a little bit. But yeah, we'll explore that kind of when we get there.
How's Ramon Urias doing?
A little bit better. It's an oblique. It's taken some time. I wouldn't expect him to be able, be active when the day he's eligible to come off the IL. I think it's going to take a little bit of time.